Byron Tyler here with you in Branson, our Bot Radio Network studios. Yes, we have a studio in Branson. I've been enjoying coming up here for a number of years now and getting to meet some wonderful folks who have got attractions, entertainment places for your family to enjoy when you come. It's not just the summertime. I mean, it can be any time of the year. There's really no downtime in Branson. I'm really excited to have Pam Yancey with me. She's with the Branson Chamber, happens to be the president of the Chamber, and it's great to have you on the show with us as we've been here and doing a series of shows. Pam, it's been fun, we've said. It's been incredible, just a great time.
It has been such an honor to get to be with you over the last couple of days. And I think I told you earlier, it kind of feels like old home week because I've known so many of the folks that have been on here. So again, you come up here and you just become part of our Branson family, and we just appreciate that. We appreciate the opportunity to get to talk directly to your followers all over the place. And so we just want to tell them, hey, Byron said that y'all need to come on up to Branson and spend some time with us.
Come on up here and meet my dear friend, first class maid Jamie from the Titanic Attraction Museum, which... Jamie, we've been doing this together for a long time.
Yes.
I was trying to think, how long have you been with the Titanic now?
Okay, so I'm coming into my 18th year.
Oh, my goodness. So
I know.
It's been probably that many years close to it that we've been coming up here.
Right. I just looked. I knew I was coming, and I was excited. I get to see you again. So I was looking through YouTube, and I saw a video of us from 8 years ago, and I started thinking, we've been at this a while, Mr. Byron, haven't we?
We have been. And we have done some of the shows actually at the
museum.
At the museum, right there. And you showed me all kinds of wonderful, exciting things.
Yes.
And I know we were here last time, we were talking about the children of the Titanic, themes continuing.
Yes, every year at the Titanic Museum, we do a tribute to a different type of passenger. For example, one year it was the amazing women on board. We've even done a tribute to the dogs. There were 10 dogs. 3 survived. 2 Pomeranians and a Pekingese made it off Titanic. But anyway.
The musicians.
We've done the musicians. We did a tribute to the Jewish passengers. And then we decided to do the children of Titanic, 135 children on board. And so we did that last year. And in conjunction with how do we pay tribute to Titanic's children, by helping today's children. And we started our Titanic shoe drive to give to underprivileged kids brand new pairs of shoes. And that's when it has just been wonderful. We've helped Samaritan's Feet give 10 million pair of shoes.
Oh, did you say 10 million?
Yes, we've helped them meet that 10 million pair of shoe goal. So it was so overwhelming and so in such a good way that people wanted to see and learn about these children's stories that were on Titanic, that Miss Mary decided to extend it for this year. And we as a crew, we get to be around these things all the time. So for many people who didn't get the chance to see it, they have a chance now.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Yes.
And I mentioned this the last time, Manny Amon, who is the founder of Samaritan's Feet, he's been on the show, Mid-South Viewpoint. I've met him. And what an incredible story and what they're doing. And you guys, that's really being practical, and you just see the connection there, giving back, helping out, I love that. And there's a connection, Miss Pam, also with this particular project is the candy, the chocolate they're using. Dinstall's Candy from Memphis. We have Dinstall's Candy, which has been around since the late 1800s, early 1900s.
Yeah, 1908. So they predate the Titanic.
Yes.
Titanic's 1912. And we sell their candy bars and any custom things that we want. Well, Dinstall's just whips it right up.
Yep.
And I can vouch for them because I've tried all the chocolates.
You tried all of it?
Yes.
Are you the expert?
Yes. You might as well say that. Quality control. I'll come through the gift shop and I'm like, well, what is that new? Let me see about that.
You've got to check it out, right?
And when I tell people, this is a family-owned chocolatier that predates Titanic, even so, if it's got to be good.
It is good.
Yeah,
it is I have to be careful with that Dinstall's Candy
from Memphis. Yeah,
but now as we move into the summer, now, of course the theme is still children of the Titanic. What's going to happen in the summertime? Anything new or in addition to?
Right. So we want to let everybody know that our hours will extend in the summertime. Okay. So right now, last ticket's going to be about 7:00. Okay. For the summertime, you're going to be able to come till 9:00 and on the weekends till 10. So we do recommend that everybody go ahead and do a reservation because we do sell out, and we want you to be able to get in and see. But if you're looking for times when it's maybe not so crowded per se or things like that, try the evening tours. It's a self-guided tour, but we have characters throughout to guide you per se, along your way, answer questions or give you extra information didn't even know you wanted. The evening tours like that are
I'll tell you,
extraordinary.
I think the evening tours are fantastic.
Yeah.
And I was just also thinking about the aquarium at the boardwalk.
Mm-hmm.
And we took our grandkids in the evening time, and it wasn't as crowded.
And if you happen to be lucky enough when you're in town, when we are doing a Titanic flashlight tour, those are only at night. And those were born from the crew. We all carry little flashlights with us. And we would notice that at night, well, the museum comes alive at night anyway, right? We would shine our flashlights and we would see things that in the blazing bright lights of the day of us being open, we didn't see. And we worked there and we're like, did you notice this? And so we started seeing all the things that we could see with the flashlight. So we started our Titanic flashlight tours.
Yes.
And it's all the lights are dim, and we bring the people through, and the crew come with our trusty flashlights, and we can show you things that you would have never seen on the daytime tour. It is not illuminated until we hit that flashlight.
Sam, have you had the flashlight tour yet?
I've been through one,
Yeah,
and it's
okay.
amazing. Anytime you walk through the doors at the Titanic, it's amazing. I don't care what time of day. I don't care what event is going on, what special thing they're doing. I know Miss Mary so well, and she pours her heart,
Yes.
and
Yes.
she knows what she's doing, and everything is wonderful.
And it's not only the Titanic here in Branson, which we're focusing on mainly
Yes.
want people to come to Branson, but for our Memphis listeners, we know have a lot of folks like to go to Pigeon Forge for time away, family R&R, and there's Titanic there. And there's a new thing called, was it frozen custard?
Oh, boy. Yes, you're speaking my language, Byron. Yeah, we have our sister museum, which is in Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, Tennessee, on the Parkway there. And, it's been a wonderful museum. A lot of people are confused. Well, are they going to see the same thing? No, because the artifacts are real. So we have over 400 real artifacts valued at over $4 million in the Branson location in Pigeon Forge. Completely different artifacts because they're authentic. They're the real deal. So yeah, that museum, we have added a brand new thing. It's out in the parking lot. It's an extension, an annex, if you will, but it's an entirely big, beautiful building. It is the Titanic frozen custard attraction.
Ooh.
And it is yummy to the tummy because I have taste tested all of this. We have things like the Molly Brownie Sundae. The unsinkable Molly Brown was on Titanic, okay? We have the Never Let Go Titanic, like a Frappuccino type of situation like that. They're just delicious. I mean, all of the thought that went into it, even to which vanilla beans we were going to use for the vanilla, what the cups are going to look like.
It sounds like Mary.
Sounds like Mary. Yes.
Yeah, I if you get a chance to go over to our website, titanicattraction.com, poke around on there because you're going to see, announcements about it, and it's just wonderful.
Now, was frozen custard a treat back on the original Titanic?
Okay, so ice cream was, okay, and France was one of the ports of call, okay? So we're going to leave from Southampton, England. We head down to Cherbourg, France, let some people off, put some people on, and then we're headed over to Ireland. And from Ireland, we were headed to New York, we hoped. So there were like over 1,400 pounds of ice cream on Titanic, 40 tons of potatoes that are not going to peel themselves, 16,000 pounds of cereal, just for a little week jaunt across the North Atlantic. But yeah, the custard was on the Titanic. So the custard was there, and then there would have been ice cream there. So we married the two, and now we have frozen custard.
Frozen custard,
Yes.
yeah.
I love that story.
Wow. So, okay, now the tickets you can buy before you come,
Yes.
which you recommend.
Yeah.
Because things can book up pretty fast.
Absolutely, and especially in the summertime, and we're very lucky that we're one of the number one attractions, and we thank everybody for coming to visit us that we were able to say that.
Yeah.
So you definitely don't want to come to town and have plans to come to the Titanic and drive up there and it says sold out because
Yeah.
there are many days when that happens.
Yes.
So if you're we always say as soon as you know your travel plans, go ahead and book that ticket if it's on in the back of your mind
Yeah.
to go ahead and do that. That way you don't roll up to the ship and it says sold out.
And the experience is so immersive because it's not like you're just walking through and looking at artifacts. I mean, you're learning the story, but when you get to the very starting point, you become one of the passengers.
Yeah.
You get their passport, You get to see what their final demise was, whether they
Right.
survived or didn't. But you get to walk with that character through the entire
You do. You get
experience.
to either in your mind you can become that person, or maybe they're your companion as you go through. People have different reactions to it. Every person that comes is handed a boarding pass, and it is the name of a real person that was really on that ship. It's easy for us to get sidetracked from like the movie and things like that. But at the end of the day, these were real people, and they didn't live in black and white. They lived in color.
Yes.
And that's one of the things we get to do at the museum is bring all those colorful things with their clothing and all the things to life.
Jamie, that's really what made it come real to me. When I say, hey, these were real people.
Yes.
Even though it happened so long ago, we can actually experience that. And we all go through challenging times and dangerous times too in life, and seeing how it's put together in such a magnificent way. The way you design this museum, gosh, I mean, it's like you're literally on the Titanic.
It really is. And a lot of people, one of my favorite things to do, and we talked about how long I've been there, at the Grand Staircase. It's about halfway through your tour, and it is a stunning spectacle of obscene luxury. Let's just say it. It really is.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't realize that when they round the corner and they stand at that Grand Staircase, we've only built just the top 2 levels. It would have extended down for another 5 stories, wrapped around and around. But the reason why it's so awe-inspiring and you just stand there with your jaw hanging open is because ours was built from the actual paper blueprints of the real Titanic. So that's why it looks so exquisite, It is a masterpiece. Now, we call ours our $1 million staircase because it really did cost this museum $1 million to recreate just that room that we stand in Branson, or just that room you stand in Pigeon Forge. Yeah, because the gold, everywhere you see gold in that room, the gilding on it is real gold.
Real gold.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
If you've ever seen the gold leafing process, that's what they had. That's what we have. And occasionally we'll have to go touch it back up because people take souvenirs. I'll scratch a little bit of the gold off and take with them. But that's okay. We'll just redo the gold. No biggie. But my favorite part is when I get to see a person see it for the first time. And I've seen, we called it our gilded cage because we stand there and we greet the people. Yeah. But when I get to see them round the corner and I know they don't know what's coming, and you just see them take it all in, and then they look up and they see the skylight, and then we get to explain about the room and formally introduce you to the Grand Staircase. And all of this luxury, and then my favorite part is when we get to the floor. I'm explaining about the gold, the hand carvings, the crystal chandeliers. And of course, they think the floor was some fantastic marble or granite, right? Titanic's known for luxury. Well, it wasn't. It was a new invention. Only rich and famous people could even think about affording. It was a brand new product called linoleum.
Did you know that, Pam?
I did.
And in 1912, a linoleum floor really would cost you more than the finest granite or marble. It was considered the height of luxury.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, so we got to get tickets. We've got to get what's the website?
It's TitanicAttraction.com. Or you can call our guest relations at 1-800-381-7670. You can find us on Facebook with the blue check, or on Instagram with the blue check. All of those things.
Awesome.
Yes.
First Class Made, Jamie, always a pleasure to have you stop by with
you.
Bot Radio Network. Thank you so much.
Thank you.